What's up everybody? On today's video, we're gonna be comparing tire coatings. Right now in the shop, we use a water-based tire dressing, a Meguiar's that we've been using for a long time. I've loved it. It has a great shine, but it doesn't last very long. It'll last maybe a week, week and a half if you're lucky. If it rains, it's not gonna be there anymore. A lot of people that I talk to like the look of tire shine, but they don't necessarily like that tire sling on their new car that they just washed, which I can understand. So we want to test these three different products out. These are supposed to be long-lasting, no sling tire coatings. Now, before we get to applying any of these tire coatings, you want to make sure you have a perfectly clean tire before you apply these. Any residue, old tire shine is going to decrease the longevity and the effectiveness of these tire coatings. So what we did, we cleaned it with AM Details tire cleaner, worked really well. And then we went behind it with a W7 tar remover just to get any of that built up gunk off of there. And then we cleaned it with a mixture of isopropyl alcohol just to make sure there is nothing on there that's going to interfere with the adhesion of these tire coatings. So we're going to compare these three different coatings. We're going to compare price, quality of the actual shine on the tire and what we think, what we like, and then durability. So I'll do another video, or I'll just continue this video. I'll do a 3-week, month, month and a half, 2 months, whatever. I'll come back and show you the durability of these three coatings. First up is the Optimum Tire Protection Coating. This is the cheapest of all three of the tire coating products that we're testing out. This 32-ounce bottle is $49.99. They do have a smaller version, which is an 8-ounce bottle for $15.99. I want to get it into all these little grooves on the tire and stuff. Make it as nice and even as possible. Well, I reached 8,000 steps. Congratulations. I'm applying the first layer of Optimum tire coating with a microfiber applicator pad. Ideally, I would have used a foam brush, but my order did not show up in time for the video. You can apply multiple layers of all these tire coatings that we're using today. Optimum's directions state that you want to wait 30 to 60 minutes between coats. The more coats that you apply, the shinier the tire coating will be. The second tire coating is Tuf Shine, and I will leave links to all these products in the description below. Tuf Shine comes in a 16-ounce bottle and is $49.99. Looks very similar to the Optimum stuff. This one's just a little more watery. The third tire coating for this test is Easy Armor. This 8-ounce bottle that I'm using was $34.99. They did send this bottle to me for free to test out, which will not affect my opinion. I do want this test to be as bias-free as possible. For the fourth and final tire, we're going to use Meguiar's Hyper Dressing as a control. So in order of least expensive to most expensive, price per ounce, you're looking at this one. This was $1.56 an ounce. This one here is $3.12 an ounce, and this one is $4.06 an ounce. This does come in bigger sizes. I think a gallon was like $250 or something like that. So it might save you money if you're gonna get a gallon of this. First impressions of these coatings first. They all went on pretty easy. Similar, we used a foam pad, microfiber foam pad to apply the first layer, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do a second layer of this with what I normally want to use was this little foam paintbrush. We're gonna paint it on there. Again, I think putting small coats, thin coats are the way to go with this. But they're very similar actually. They're all pretty much very liquidy water. You didn't need much on the tire at all. So if you want to go with a smaller version of it, I'd recommend that if you're going to use it at home just on your car, if you're 2 cars. Maybe if you're in a shop, a bigger shop, a detail shop, you might want to get the bigger bottles. But otherwise, these small bottles go a long way. We know how that one's gonna look. Nice and shiny. That one still looks good. Hard to tell the difference. I mean, this one looks good too.
It's also not in the sunlight.
Yeah. This one looks nice too. What kind of a test is this gonna be if they all just look really nice and last a long time?
Well, guys, they all look great.
They're all the same. All right. We'll give it another 20 minutes. We'll put on a second layer.
Maybe. It's brushes. Is that them?
That's them. Impressions after the second layer. I feel like the Tuf Shine and the Easy Armor are a little bit easier to apply than this Optimum stuff. I feel like this is a little more finicky. I just came back here and wanted to touch it up again. I feel like those kind of, when you put it on, it kind of goes on a nice even layer. I feel like this is a little bit streaky, but I'm gonna wait for them to dry. I keep on wanting to come back to this one because I can see it drying weird. I'm gonna let it dry and leave it alone, see what happens. All right, let's take a look at, it's been probably 45 minutes to an hour that these have been drying with the second coat. It's raining outside. You should know that when you do a tire coating, you want to wait about 4 hours before you get it wet. So if it's raining out, just keep that in mind. So we're gonna look at these with the flashlight here and kind of get nice and close. This is the Tuf Shine permanent tire clear coat. It looks really, really well. It's nice and even. It's dried just like tire shine. I'll touch it in the spot real quick, see how dry it is. Okay, you can kind of see my fingerprints on there. I'm gonna let it dry a little more. We'll let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow I'll drive it around for the sling test, see if there's any sling. Next, Easy Armor. Okay. Nice and even shine. I like it. It looks exactly like the other tire coating. That's what I was afraid of. They all look the same, they work great. But it does it. I don't know, you be the judge. You tell me in the comments, what do you think? It looks just as good as that Tuf Shine, okay? Tire coating number 3 is the Optimum. All right, look at what we got here. Shiny, not so shiny. Not so shiny. Shiny, okay. This is what I felt like this was doing. You can see how streaky this looks. I don't like that. I think if you just did one coat, you're gonna have a matte finish on these, and you do a 2 or 3, you're gonna end up with more shine. So whatever you desire, you can do that. But this is what I don't wanna see. I don't wanna see, and I'm touching, this is pretty dry. Look at that. I don't wanna see streakiness. This one felt a little harder to use because I felt like it dried quicker. Maybe put it on thicker, but I put it on just like I did the other ones, and I don't have as good of a finish as those other 2 over there. The Tuf Shine and the Easy Armor definitely look better. Go to our 4th one, which is our control. This is this is McGuire's water-based dressing. We've used this dressing for a long time, and I love this dressing because it's perfectly even, nice and shiny. After this dries, usually it's 20 minutes or so, we come back with a second microfiber just because it will sling. You can see you've got extra tire shine in these treads here. And if I go drive this car, it's gonna sling all over it. And that's the only downside to these water-based dressings, besides not lasting very long, is that they do tend to sling. So we'll wipe this. And this does take away some of that shine and gives you more of a a satin finish instead of that bright glossy finish. But I've always loved this Tire Shine just because it's easy to use. You put one coat on and it's nice and shiny and even. We'll come back in a few weeks. I'm gonna drive it a few weeks and we'll come back and see what they look like. All right, it's been 1 week since we've applied our tire coatings here. We're gonna check them out and see. I haven't washed the car yet. We're gonna do that next, but I wanted to show you guys the before we wash it. It has not rained, so they all kind of look the same. The Optimum still is the shiniest from, 5 feet away. Our regular Meguiar's water-based dressing is still there. It looks great. The other two coatings in the competition are the Tuf Shine and the Easy Armor. And again, they are both looking like we just applied them, just a little dirtier, obviously, from driving. So let's get it washed. All right, checking out the tires after the wash. The first one is the Meguiar's Hyper Dressing, is a water-based dressing, and there's nothing left there, which is expected, and it just looks like a really clean tire, so no shine to it, but I like that look. It just looks clean. The Optimum tire coating, again, from 5 feet away, it looks great. It looks shiny, but you get right up to it, and it's streaky looking. It's definitely still on there. It hasn't changed a bit. It looks like it just did when we first applied it. The Tuf Shine tire coating, it looks really good. This one went on a lot better than the Optimum. Both the Tuf Shine and the Easy Armor went on a lot better. And this one still looks great. It's still shining. It doesn't have as much shine as the Optimum stuff. It's more of like a satin finish instead of that high glossed glazed donut finish, which in my opinion looks better anyways. All right. This is the Easy Armor. This still looks good. I clean this just with an alkaline-based tire cleaner, the one we use every day to clean wheels and tires, just kind of a degreaser type. So I didn't use anything special. I didn't scrub them, just a regular brush. I didn't use like a flat, stiff brush to scrub them or anything. I just did a regular clean. I think that's all you need to do. Yeah, so we'll come back in a few weeks and see which one's still on there. After 3 weeks and a couple more washes, we checked out the tire coatings to see if there were any changes. The Optimum coating did not change much. I did actually have some curb rash with this tire, and it took about half the coating off. So if you can see in the middle of the tire, the coating is completely gone. The outside of the tire still looks like the day we applied the coating. So after 3 weeks and 3 washes, not much change for this coating at all. Tire number 2 was just our water-based tire dressing, Meguiar's Hyper Shine, Hyper Dress. That one just looks like it doesn't have any tire shine on it. You can see it's starting to turn a little bit brown and gray in areas. The Easy Armor and the Tuf Shine both had less shine originally than the Optimum coating. Both of these coatings have very slight signs of wear on the edges and the outside of the tire. I'm super happy with the look of both of these coatings. For wash number 4, I was testing a new chemical line, and the wheel cleaner was so good that it removed most of the coating on the Tuf Shine and Easy Armor tires. Surprisingly, the Optimum tire coating was not affected as much as the other two. So this may be a good video for later, what cleaners you can and can't use with a tire coating. All right, it's officially been 1 month in our tire coating comparison, and I just want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it. We did have a little bit of a setback last week when I was testing some new products. I used a tire and wheel cleaner that kind of removed a couple of the coatings here, and they're pretty much gone. So I'm gonna recoat everything and I'm gonna redo this test, and I just really wanna see the durability of all these tire coatings put together, and I may do an update on that for you. The official winner, I think the best looking tire coating was the Easy Armor. It went on really nice, it was smooth, and I liked the shine and the sheen to it. I think the most durable tire coating out of this test was the Optimum. You can still see here it's fighting for some of that shine, and it wasn't that affected by that tire cleaner that I was using. And we did have a little bit of road rash on this tire too, so some of the coating's missing there. But if I can get this to lay down right and look good without those streaks, I think this would be my favorite coating. The best all-around coating, I think, was the Tuf Shine here. For the price and the way it looked, it very similar to the look of the Easy Armor and a little cheaper than the Easy Armor. So I think the best all-around coating was the Tuf Shine. But again, don't take my word for it. Get some of your own. You can find some of these tire coatings on Car Guy Supplies, test them out yourself. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the video, and we'll see you next time.